Welcome back! Hi, welcome back to the Polymer Clay channel. So today I'm going to show you how to cover some pens. Now these are specific pens. I will link them in the description so you can see which ones they are that I use. I have actually done these before and I really enjoyed it, and these are still with me today. Now this is a video that I did before, so this isn't the show and tell. I keep doing this at the moment, but these ones I've done before, so I'm just going to hold my hand up so you can get a really good look of these ones. That one there, and then this one's one of my favourites. I really like the way this one feels. And then I've done this one slightly fatter, which I absolutely love. Now, these pens are great to write with because they're a particular type of pens and you can just cover them in anything you like. Now, I had some fun with this one. It was really, really cool. So, I'm not going to waffle too much. Onto the tutorial. thanks for watching the tutorial. So this is the show and tell part, but before I show and tell, I'd love it if you would join my channel. Joining my channel is $1.99 a month, and it is the best way to support me and my channel for the future. There is also a little super thanks button. It's just down here. Click it and then you can add your donation, and that is just another way of sharing your support. I would love it if you would also subscribe and like the video. Liking the video means that it will be shared with other people and get my videos out to more people. So, onto the show and tell. Right, so I've got loads here. As you noticed, I haven't done 3, I've done loads. I couldn't stop myself. I don't know what's happened, but yeah, I'm going to show you in the order that I've got them here. I can't remember which ones I made in which order, so I'm just going to show you one at a time and what I've got here. Now, the first thing that I have made that I didn't mention in the intro is a little pot to put them in. Now, if you've seen my other video, you will recognise this wonderful pattern. Now, I had so much left over that I didn't know what else to do with it, so I thought, well, I've got to do something with it, and this twinkled in my eye and I thought, oh, I've got to do something with that. So I'm just going to show you nice and close so you can get an idea of the pattern. I didn't roll it flat because I didn't want to, and all the way round it is exactly the same. So you'll see little holes in there. I didn't want to cover them up because it wasn't what I wanted for this project, and of course this thing actually hangs up, so I think it's absolutely brilliant. So this is done with black clay first, gold leaf on the top, and then on the top of the gold leaf you put the alcohol inks. Now, I know I didn't show this how I made it in the actual tutorial, but if you watch my previous video for the monster pot, you'll be able to see how I actually did it. It's really, really simple, and as you can tell, there is actually no transfer whatsoever because this is completely dry. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, you can gloss these. I use Duraclear. This is absolutely fantastic stuff, but you do have to wash your brush straight away because if you don't, the brush will go crusty and you won't be able to use it anymore. So use it and then wash your brush straight away, nice hot water, and it will come out straight away, or have a specific brush for that. Now, I don't do that for some silly reason, so I have to be careful when I do gloss something to make sure my brushes are cleaned out straight away. Anyway, this is the Duraclear. I will also link that in the description. Okay, so one more look all the way round. As I said, it's exactly the same, nice and close up here, so you can get a good look of it. Yeah, that turned out really nice. Now, you can turn this into a candle holder because it's got little spaces in it, so the flame will sort of, you know, come through. But I'm using it as a pen pot because I needed to make something for all these wonderful pens to go in, and I like them all in one spot because I lose them otherwise. Anyway, let's move on to the pens. Okay, so pen number 1, we'll do them in numbers because it's just easier. So this one was done with black clay, then gold leaf, and then tiny, tiny little curly bits all the way down the top part there. Now, I left this bit clear, and the reason why I did that is because then you can hold on to it and it doesn't kind of, you know, mess with how you hold the pen. Now, I have left a specific gap here because that would be a nice place to hold on to the pen. Now, it really does depend on how you hold them as to where you want the decoration, because if you're someone that holds a pen, for example, this way round, it might rub in the wrong place. So have an idea of where you want the decorations to go beforehand. So another close up. So this is number 1. The gold leaf, I made it crackle a little bit so that sort of the background came through a little bit as well, and also it's got a tiny little bit of green alcohol inks on it as well, so I just thought, why not? So that's number 1. This is number 2. So this again is black clay and with an absolute ton load of glitter on it. Now, I got a bit confused with this one. I didn't know what to do. It had gold leaf on it, then it had something else on it, and then I just thought, you know, I haven't done a full glitter pen in a long time, so I'm just going to do a close-up like I always do on this one. Now, this glitter came from Smiley's Glitter Store. I do have Smiley's Glitter Store linked in the description. You can find them on Facebook, or they do have their own website. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. So they mix their own glitter, so it's fine particles, and then it goes up in different sizes, and as you can see, it does have this wonderful sort of twinkling going on, and I absolutely love this. I'm just going to go, I'm not sure if you can see all of this, but I'm hoping you can. But yeah, this just sparkles. Now with this one, I didn't do right to the end. I have this plastic part left out. Now you can do it in two ways. You can either have the plastic end all the way covered like this at the bottom, or you can have it at the top like this one, so you have the plastic part sticking out a little bit. It really doesn't matter, because I put this whole thing in the oven and the plastic didn't melt, so it's up to you. So that is number 2. Number 3 is this absolutely crazy colour one. I wanted to have loads of bright colours. I like coral, I like mixing pink with orange. I know some people think, oh, that's a bit much, but I absolutely love it. So again, nice close up for this one. This one's got a pattern on it, and I chose like a crisscross pattern or weave pattern. I'm not too sure why. It would have probably been absolutely fine without any pattern on it whatsoever. But I decided to do it, and I thought, well, I'm going to go with it because that's what I've done. So for this one, I used soft pastels and then just did a blend all the way down, so you get some yellow and then some sort of coral, orange, and it just all the way down. And then I thought, oh, I've got to have some glitter on this one as well. So I got out some orange glitter and I also got out some pink glitter, and I thought, let's go for it. And this one twinkles so much, and I absolutely love this. And it's just going to be so original, and everyone's going to think, oh, where'd you get that? It's really nice. The only thing with this one is it's quite scratchy to hold. Because of the glitter, there's quite a lot of it. Now, if you want the glitter to stay on and be really secure for a long time, I would either resin it or I would use the Duraclear. So I've got it here again. This is the Duraclear. I would use that on it. Now, the way that you can gloss these is if you take this out. Now, I haven't done this easily. I had to do this off camera. So I don't think these come out really easily, because they don't. Take these out and then put a piece of wire in the bottom and secure it on a stand or something, and then you can gloss the whole thing and it will stand up straight, and then you won't have any sort of parts where it, you know, sticks to a table or something like that. So have a piece of wire, and then, or you can have several pieces of wire, gloss them all at once. I didn't do this on the video because I always think of these things at this point. I always think, oh, I'll do it at the show and tell, and completely forget. But yeah, have a piece of wire, gloss it all, leave it to dry overnight, and you will have a really nice glossy pen. So I'm going to put this back in here. You just have to press it really hard and it will go in and it will stay in. Won't come out. Now, I did some alcohol inks for number 4, and what I should have done is not do the pattern, but I'm going to show you and talk about it anyway. So this one has got a jelly roll on it first and then alcohol inks after. Now I'm going to do a really close up for this one so you can get a good view of what it looks like. To me, it's a bit over the top, it's a bit confusing. I didn't like the gold alcohol inks, I just didn't like it, it just didn't look right. But the rest of it came out really pretty. So let's just do another look all the way round. You'll see the gold alcohol inks there. I just didn't like them so much, so I probably wouldn't do that again. But what you could do with this one is, instead of using the jelly roll first that's got translucent and white in it, just do it in translucent. It would look so cool, because you put all of this over the pen, leave it overnight, because I always do that, because I try not to be impatient when it comes to using alcohol inks with pens, because they just look so much cooler afterwards. So this one was created with basically putting the alcohol inks on some plastic wrap, literally throwing it in here. I didn't even think about it. I just thought, put it in, roll it up, and then leave it and just forget about it. Try not to peek, try not to be impatient, because if you peek or you be impatient, it will smudge the design and then you won't get this kind of cool effect where it sort of picks up on some things. Like for here, for example, it's picked up some of the colouring, but not all of it, and that is the design. It's just such a cool technique. Now, I have done pots before with this technique, and I will also link those in the description, because they are my favourite. I absolutely love them. Okay, so on to number 5. Now, I really like this one as well, but it's strange, but I still love it. This one is with Chameleon Flakes. Now, Chameleon Flakes have a tendency to go on a bit like gold leaf and glitter at the same time, because you pat them flat and it will literally colour the whole thing. and that's exactly what it's done on this one. Now I wanted to have a different design on here, or what, something a bit different. This one looks a bit more like a wand, but it's also heavier. So if you like a heavy pen, if you like a thick pen, this is a good idea for you. So a bit more close up with the actual design. This one is a mould. Now I've looked for this mould everywhere, I cannot find it. So I will link in the description something similar that you could pop on the end there. I have looked for it. I have no idea where I got it from, but I absolutely love this design. And it wouldn't be my type of design without a curly kind of thing going on down the bottom there, and then also on the other side there as well. I just absolutely love the way this turned out. I like the colour, purple and sort of pink. I don't know if you can see this very well, but it has like a shimmer to it. It has like a, I don't know what you call it. It sort of goes in from one colour to the other, sort of almost transitions into the other side. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but hopefully the glamour shots will show that quite well. So yeah, another close up of this one here. And then I'll just put some dots on it at the bottom here, just to sort of, I don't know, I just like to have a little bit more decoration. Now you could have these all the way down if you wanted to, but again, it really does depend on where you hold the pen and whether it's going to be comfortable. Because if you had this whole decoration over the whole pen, it might be difficult to hold, it might be awkward to write with. So you just got to bear that in mind. You can do what you like. It's just such a cool way to decorate pens. Now there are particular pens, I've got them here. So this is a Bic round stick and it's in a medium, and that is literally what I use. Nothing more fancy than that. I got about 10 and in the UK they're about £3.99. Not very expensive at all. They come with a lid. I don't use the lid, I just chuck that away, and then this is the part that comes out, and sometimes I use pliers and sometimes they come out. So this one's just come out quite well. You take this part out so you don't bake it with it in, and then you make the design just on that. So I'm going to just go a bit closer, you can see exactly which one it is. These, I don't know how, I really don't know what sort of strength plastic they're made of, but they don't melt in the oven. Now I say that with a caveat. I bake at 75 degrees Celsius or 167 degrees Fahrenheit, and I bake them for about 15 minutes. Now check it after 15 minutes, because I've had some pens do some strange things in the oven. Particularly not these ones, but when I used to do them before, they used to bend and crack. And it's just weird, they look odd. And I had kept one that had bent in the oven for a really long while, just because I thought it was funny. But these ones don't, but you do have to keep an eye on the baking times, because particularly the clay that you use will be thin around it. So some people tent them, so they put foil over the top and things like that. I don't, I just make sure that the oven is cooler, and I put them in the oven when it's cold and heating up, and then I turn the oven off and leave them in and just open the door slightly so it cools down naturally. Once they are cool, you can then check to see if they're baked properly, because it's the only way to do it. And the way to do that is a tiny sort of finger mark. Just pop your fingernail into it gently. If it marks it's not baked enough, and then they go back in the oven. But you can generally tell anyway. But you do have to make sure that they've cooled down before you check, because they'll come out of the oven as if they're not baked properly. So that is the little tip for the pens. Right, let's pick them all up for the end. So this is how you make fancy pens with polymer clay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Fantastic. I need a quick drink. Everything seems to match at the minute. I've got this that matches my clock in the background, and then I've got a G here. Thanks for watching the tutorial. There, great, smashing, great. The only thing with this one is it's quite scrap. My top is annoying me. Oh, that'll go. Here you go. That's what they look like all together. How cool is that? I'm not really as unhinged as I seem I am. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I've got to go. See you later. Bye.